Welcome, I'm Kathy Sparazzo and the Director of Communications at Mater Dei.
We are so excited to have you with us, and I wanted to let you know that tonight's open house will consist of a presentation where you will meet key people driving all different aspects of our school. We will also have a 10 to 15 minute question and answer session at the end, and our plan is to end by 7 p.m. tonight. Each of the presenters will not be wearing a mask because they are in their own offices, either here on campus or at home. If you have not registered on our open house webpage, we ask that you do so afterwards in order to receive an information package and a free gift. You will see the webpage in our chat right now. If you will also find some videos that we have recently created on that same webpage. I'd like to introduce you now to Father Claude Lombardo, who's one of our Aemilis Christi priests and the chaplain of our school. Father is going to lead us in a prayer.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. All-powerful and ever-living God, fount of all knowledge and truth, we come to you today to beg of you to give us a participation of that divine knowledge. Here at Mater Dei, we want to educate the hearts, minds, and souls of our students that you have entrusted to us from all eternity. Give us the light so we can educate their hearts and the courage to inspire them to be the women and men that you want them to be, so that our society becomes a better place where we respect each other and where we love you as our loving Father. We see the urgency of being men and women of transforming action, and we know that this action starts in each one of our hearts. Give to our teachers and staff the strength to be models and example of virtue for our students. To all our friends who visit our school today, desiring to make a decision regarding the future of their children, give them, we pray, O Lord, clarity of mind to discern according to your holy will. Protect us all in these difficult times and give to the leaders of our country wisdom to follow first your law. Holy Mary, Mother of God and our Mother, intercede before your Son for these intentions that we ask through you. Mary, Mother of God, lead us to the Son Jesus. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Father. I'd like to introduce you now to Mr. Roy VASQUEZ. He is the Director of Admissions.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mater Dei Catholic High School's virtual open house this evening. One thing we really want to stress is we really appreciate your time. We know as parents right now, it's dinner time, but at the same time, we really value you all being here. Once again, my name is Mr. VASQUEZ. I'm the admissions director in my 19th year here with the school at Mater Dei Catholic High School. I want to stress that I'll be your point of contact through the entire admissions process. So please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us if you have any questions. Also, once you're here, my job and my relationship doesn't end with you guys. So I'm usually the first point of contact for most families, but that also continues all throughout the remaining 3 or 4 years. So please feel free to always reach out to us. I'm also a parent. I have an 11th grade son here right now, and he's flourishing, he's doing well, and I'm really excited about his experience, and he loves it here at Mater Dei. This is one thing I'm really passionate about, and I hope this comes across very clearly. I love when our admissions team is able to help families through the admissions process and ultimately guide you through all the little details and eventually see that beautiful smiling face on your sons and daughters when they're sitting in their desk in the fall of 2021. So we're excited to help you with that, and that's what we're most passionate about. I also want to mention we're currently giving tours after school. So for any families out there who love to have a tour of the school, we would love to give you a tour at approximately 3 o'clock every day after school. And Fridays, we have a more flexible schedule. So please, please, please visit our website, feel free to click on the link for tours under the admissions page, and we can help serve you there. So again, tonight we have a series of open house events. Each has its own focus. Our next virtual open house will be December 10th, and it will focus on the Academy of Science and college acceptances. Last, I'd like to stress the high school placement test. Mater Dei will administer the high school placement test on Saturday, January 23rd, 2021. Please, 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 please feel free to reach out to me anytime and ask us any questions in the chat tonight, okay? At this time, we have questions for you that you should be able to see on your screen. We have 4 poll questions. Please take the next 30 to 40 seconds to answer those questions, and then we can continue with the next portion of our presentation. May God bless all of you. Thank you so much for your time tonight. We really appreciate it. And once again, if you could answer those poll questions for us, that would really help us out during our presentation tonight. Once again, if any parents have any questions throughout the open house, please, please, please enter it in the chat. You can also email us directly once the presentation is over, and we will have a Q&A session at the very end. Okay, I think our time is almost up for the poll questions. If you didn't have a chance to answer the poll questions, please feel free to email us. We can send you those questions and we can have you answer them individually, okay? At this time, I'd like to take a minute to introduce the principal of Mater Dei Catholic High School, Mr. Frank Stingo. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Vasquez. Appreciate that. Welcome, everybody. My name is Frank Stingo. I am the principal here at Mater Dei Catholic. This is my 19th year here as well. It's my 3rd year serving as principal, and I'm honored to be here. I'm excited to welcome you. I know this is a different format than we probably have done in the past. A lot of things have changed over the last 6 months, but what has not changed is our commitment to delivering a quality Catholic education for all of our students. So I'm thrilled and excited to be able to create opportunities for students here at Mater Dei that will help them not just while they're a high school student, but as they progress on into the future as a college student and then into their real world and into jobs that they will have. So the first opportunity I want to talk about that we provide for our students is our Academy of Science. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. That's our STEAM program, where our students do real world learning. They do work-based learning in the classroom that leads them into internships later on, and then of course into their college classes and into their careers as they grow older. In 2019, we were able to provide 140 internships for all of our students. And last year, while we weren't able to provide the in-person community internships that we have in the past, our students continue to work with research partners that we have across the country so that they can create the posters that we do for our STEAM night. Now, STEAM night's coming up again on November 12th at 6 p.m. I invite you to take a look on our website and see the links. We'll be doing STEAM night this year virtually, and we're following the UCLA model for an online research showcase so that our students can present the work that they've done either in an internship or on their research. So it's a fantastic event. I invite you to come and check it out and see it for yourselves and get an idea of what our students are able to produce on their own. So you could see it on your own, not just from hearing me say it. So while that's one of our major programs, it's our flagship program at the school, it's not the only thing that we do well here. It's not the only opportunity that we create for our students. We really like to create opportunities for students to get to know what college they're going to go to and what's going to be the best fit for them as they move forward. So a lot of colleges are great, but maybe aren't the perfect fit for a student. So our counseling team spends a lot of time with students over 4 years, getting them to know certain schools and what's going to fit their career and dreams. And so it may not be the best college for everybody, but making sure it's the best college for that particular student as they move forward. And this has helped students gain entry into a lot of great schools across the nation, from MIT and Yale to UCLA and Cal Berkeley. It gives them the opportunity to find what's going to fit for them. They bring in colleges so that students can talk to people, representatives from the college, or even be introduced to schools they didn't know. So this has really helped our students find what's going to help them achieve their goals in the future. While they're on campus, we help students with test prep so that they can gain admission to colleges, but we also offer the classes here that you can't take other places. Specifically, we have 6 dual enrollment classes and 2 of them in the sciences. Nobody else offers dual enrollment classes in the science areas. Our own coordinator of the Science Academy, Dr. Till, teaches those 2 classes here on campus. If you don't know what a dual enrollment class is, it's when a student takes a class here at Mater Dei so that they can fulfill their high school requirements, but then they also get a full college transferable transcript so that it helps them get into the school of their choice that they would like to go to. And they also go there having those credits. So they're advanced by the time they get there. So this has been really good for our students. It's helped them gain admission and continue to succeed as they go through school. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Amann, our Assistant Principal for Academics, to tell you a little bit more about what happens in our classes. It's great to meet everybody. Again, I'm Mr. Stingo, the high school principal, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Mrs. Amann, I think you're on mute.
There we go. We'll try again. My name is Christine Amann, and I am the Assistant Principal of Academics. This is my 2nd year at Mater Dei and my 39th year in education. Tonight, I'm going to talk first about our learning platforms we have instituted since the COVID-19 pandemic. We are offering instruction in 2 modalities. Parents may choose to have their students in the hybrid model, where they attend school 2 days a week on campus and distance learn the other 2 days. We adopted this model to meet the needs of our students and are the only South Bay school that is open with high school students on their campus. On Wednesdays, all students Zoom in for our advisory class where we focus on their social and emotional learning. To employ the hybrid model, Mater Dei invested in purchasing the OWL device for all classrooms. This device tracks the teacher and allows students to participate from home. We believe our hybrid model allows a balance of screen time and in-class instructional time. How are our teachers prepared to teach in these different modalities, you may ask? In July of 2020, we began professional development to prepare our teachers for the challenge of teaching hybrid and distance. Our professional development included bringing in experts in all departments to assist them. These trainings have continued during the fall semester. We also provided our teachers with technology training and invested in various programs to assist them in their teaching and to increase student engagement. I proudly speak about our teachers and share with you that 64% of our teachers have an advanced degree. We also have a very prestigious advanced placement program. Last year, 89% of our students passed their AP exams, giving them college credit on their transcripts. This year, we have seen an increase of 23% of students who take an AP course at Mater Dei and a 37% increase in the number of tests that will be administered in May. We offer social and emotional learning called School Connect so we can address this important component for our students. The academic program at Mater Dei is rich and rigorous. Please contact me at any time to talk about our academic program. It is my pleasure to now introduce Mrs. Marissa MEDA, the head of our counseling department.
Mrs. MEDA, you need to unmute.
There we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Marissa MEDA. I am the counseling department chair, and this is my 22nd year here at Mater Dei Catholic. The counseling department main focus is on academics. Our goal is to guide students through 4 years of college preparatory coursework and prepare them to attend a 4-year university. Your students will receive personalized attention by having one-on-one meetings with students and their parents every year, and then twice a year with each student every semester in order to develop a strong and trusting relationship. All students will have the same counselor for all 4 years, and we'll meet at the beginning of freshman year to develop a 4-year academic plan for college and then follow up and revise as we go along each year. Part of the initial acceptance process is identifying any academic or social emotional needs a student may have. We will assess and offer some of our support services as necessary. So those may include our Aquinas program. This program provides academic support for students with mild to moderate learning differences, including testing accommodation and small group instruction to address any challenges with organization or time management or communication. 75% of our students in this program matriculate to a four-year university. We've been very successful. The Language Academy program provides additional instruction and support in the areas of language, academic reading, and writing. 30% of our incoming students are supported by this program. We also offer after-school tutoring, which is available in all subject areas and provided by our own teachers. We're proud to offer all levels of support here at Mater Dei Catholic and to ensure that all of our students are happy and part of a supportive learning community. My passion here at Mater Dei is to guide, nurture, and support our students and to expose them to the amazing opportunities available at a four-year university. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions about our counseling department. Up next is our wonderful Ms. Noel Leon. She's our Assistant Principal for Student Services. Thanks.
Thank you, Mrs. Maida. Hi, everyone. I am the Assistant Principal of Student Services. This is my 6th year here at Mater Dei and my 17th year in education. The one thing that I am most passionate about here at Mater Dei is the fulfillment of every student. Every single student matters, and I want them to be completely fulfilled and happy while they're here. I oversee all student leader opportunities, including ASB, campus ministry, and ambassadors for Christ. And you'll hear from one of our ambassadors for Christ today. So really excited about that. ASB members are the student leaders who organize and host all student activities, including dances, rallies, and school spirit events during and after the school day. I also help with campus ministry. These students organize all school masses and all student retreats. We are actually having our freshman retreat this week, and it's going amazing. Ambassadors for Christ are nominated by teachers at the end of their freshman year and are those students that represent Mater Dei during community events and help the admissions team host prospective students. So you might have a chance to meet them in a more detailed manner. This year, we have implemented an advisory block in which our students have an assigned faculty member to be their anchor person at the school and to help them find their place. We have implemented the School Connect curriculum that Mrs. Amann was talking about earlier, and this is to enhance their social and emotional skills and to help them find their own happiness and fulfillment here at Mater Dei and beyond. I also help engage students through clubs. We have 48 clubs this year, and they are all student developed and run. We encourage students to let us know what their passions are, and we help them join clubs that fulfill those passions. And if they don't have a club here that fulfills their passion, we even help them develop their own clubs. If you have any questions about extracurricular activities or the advisory block and SEL curriculum, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Now I would like to introduce you to our athletic director, Jared Izidoro.
Thank you, Ms. Leon. My name is Jared Izidoro. I'm the athletic director here at Mater Dei. I joined the Mater Dei community in 2011, and this is my 3rd year as the athletic director. We currently have 26 male and female sports, including rugby and cheer. Nearly 70% of our entire student body play at least one sport, with many playing multiple. We encourage every student on our campus to at least try to come out and join our sports. The 2020-2021 seasons are going to look a little different this year. We are combining or condensing the 3 fall, winter, and spring sports into 2 sports starting December 12th with competition starting January 8th. I encourage you to please go to the website on your screen, find more information about our teams, our facilities, our rosters, and our upcoming schedules. Please also follow us on the social media, which is also on your screen, for any announcements and any events that are coming up. Mater Dei really prepares our students and student athletes for the future. I've been in education athletics. I've worked in elementary all through college, and I really have a passion for watching and helping young men and women achieve their goals in and out of the classroom. Currently, we have over 40 student athletes playing college sports across the country, and a dozen or so more that will be joining them this year. We also have 3 alums that are currently coaching in college and 7 professional athletes that are currently playing in the USL and NFL, MLS, and 1 that was a part of the US men's national soccer team. It's a great place. If you need anything, please feel free to contact me. I'm now going to pass it on to our student representative, an outstanding young lady, Jayden Munoz, class of 2023.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. My name is Jayden Munoz, and I'm currently a sophomore here at Mater Dei Catholic High School. And when I first came to Mater Dei as a freshman, many people only knew me because of my brother. And in case you don't know who my brother is, there's a poster in front of the school, and he's the guy on the right side with the really pretty blue and green eyes. That's my brother, Preston Munoz. He was the president of ASB and was chosen to be Crusader of the Year. My brother was a huge part of Mater Dei. However, I wanted to be known for being me, Jayden Munoz, not Preston's little sister. So I decided to come into Mater Dei by simply being me, and I chose to follow my own path. I was able to excel in my own way by becoming a member of French Club, the Future Authors Club, Girls Soccer, and Ambassadors for Christ. One of my most cherished achievements here at Mater Dei was being selected as an ambassador for Christ. When I was selected for an interview, I couldn't believe that being myself and working to my best potential paid off. Now, here I am as an ambassador. I also helped start the first Future Authors Club here at Mater Dei, which started off as a summer school elective class, but with the encouragement from the staff and the teamwork of my classmates, we transformed this class into a safe space for everyone to connect through writing. As you can see, there are so many opportunities here at Mater Dei and so many encouraging people that can help you write your own unique high school story. If you want a place that will take care of you spiritually and academically, then Mater Dei is the place to be. If it wasn't for the encouragement from the staff and my amazing peers and my parents, I may not be where I am today. And now I'd like to introduce the person who started our journey here at Mater Dei, my mom and the rock of our family, Shanta Munoz.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shanta Munoz, and I'm the proud parent of 2 Crusaders. Preston Munoz, class of 2020, currently a freshman at Villanova University, go Wildcats. And my daughter, Jayden Munoz, who is a rising sophomore here at Mater Dei Catholic, which I am very proud of as well. When my husband and I were deciding where to send our kids to school, we knew there was 2 things we needed to give them. We needed to give them faith and an extraordinary education. And here at Mater Dei Catholic, these are the 2 things that we believe we found the most. Here, your kids are encouraged to be an extraordinary global citizen, not just a child that can do skill and drill and spit out facts to you. They are encouraged to learn more about not just themselves, but people that are around them. And for us as a family, that was the most important thing that we had going for us. The population of students here are so diverse. So my children have been able to learn from other people. They've been able to share their experiences. And because of that, I feel going forward, and I know for my son where he is studying now, he's been able to add a ton to the community that he is currently residing in. I'd like to talk about the staff that they have here on campus. This entire staff is concerned about raising an entire child. Yes, there are other options here in town, and you can go to those if that's all you want. But if you are interested in raising a very good person in our global community that we need to have right now, Mater Dei is the place to be. On more than one occasion, my children have said to me that the body language of a peer of theirs was uncomfortable for a teacher to watch, and they've stopped what they've done, no matter if it's an exam or a lecture that they're about to do, to assist that student to make sure that child gets the needs that they need met for the day, excuse me. I was overwhelmed when I first came to look at a high school. I looked at the 3 choices that I had, and I thought to myself, Mater Dei is the only place. Everyone was open, encouraging, and it felt like a family. This is a village, and it takes a village to raise a child. And every church has a father, every school, Catholic school has a priest. But here there is a mother of this school that leads them on a moral compass like no other. And I'd like to introduce you to Miss Maria Anthony, a person that I go to when I need help and guidance with my children, but she leads the staff like nobody else. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anna Maria Anthony. I am the Theology Department Chair. This is my 28th year teaching with the Mater Dei Catholic and Marian community. I would like to highlight the four main facets of our faith formation program, which offers our students a Christ-centered academic and spiritual journey rooted in faith and reason. Number one on our list is our spiritual direction. For over 10 years, we have been incredibly blessed to have our Millis Christi priests and religious sisters on campus for spiritual direction. You met Father Claude earlier. We also have Father Paul and Sister Luz. All three of them are our spiritual directors. There's always one spiritual director on campus every day to meet with our students, our faculty, and staff. Our fathers celebrate Mass. All of them offer incredible spiritual support anytime that we need them. They are so appreciated and loved by the community. Second, we have a very rich academic curriculum taught by a team of 8 amazing theology teachers, 9 if you include me, who love to teach and model the faith in word and in action. And although all of our courses are essential, you'll notice that our social justice and our Christian call courses are highlighted on the screen. And that's because these are capstone courses that really help call our students to follow in the footsteps of Christ into the world, to act with compassion and goodness. One that all of our students are called to act with compassion and goodness. And one of the ways we're able to do that is through the third component, servant leadership. All of our students are required to participate in Christian service activities, and many of them exceed the 25-hour yearly service requirement through their extracurricular service projects. So Ms. Leone has done an incredible job of really helping our students understand that these clubs are not just time for you to hang out with your friends. You take your passion and you turn it into something great and serve the community with it. And our students have run with it. Our Crusader Impact and our Response Clubs, they continue to grow and take the lead, actively engaging their peers in amazing and meaningful service experiences all year long. Finally, our fourth component is campus ministry, which connects both catechesis and servant leadership more passionately. So these campus ministers create opportunities for students to engage in evangelization and liturgy through student-led retreats, praise and worship, and school-wide masses. Everybody has kind of mentioned what they're passionate about. I'm passionate about our school's past, where we've been, where we are at in the present, and where we are going in the future. I continue to be inspired every time I witness our students' minds, hearts, and souls being transformed by their knowledge of God and their relationship with Him. And I look forward to hearing your students say, "This is awesome. I had no idea how much God loves me, and why don't more people know about Jesus?" Thank you. Next, we have our Assistant Principal for Student Safety and Discipline, Mr. Anthony Glaser.
Thank you, Mrs. Anthony. Hello, my name is Anthony Glaser. I am the Assistant Principal of Student Safety and Discipline. So that basically means my focus is to make the campus as safe as possible and to work with parents, teachers, and students on discipline issues. This year, unlike any other year, brought unique challenges to our campus safety team. We've done various things around campus to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19. We installed plexiglass shields on every desk on campus, including teacher desks. We laid out one-way traffic patterns to help students keep social distancing. We marked benches and seating areas around campus and in classrooms so students are at a minimum safe distance. We mandated that all students wear face coverings while on campus. We check students' temperature with face scanners before they enter. We also require them to complete a symptom checker app called EMOCA before they enter campus. Developed arrival and departure protocols to maintain social distancing. We hired campus supervisors to remind students to social distance and also to help navigate the campus. We also hired a school nurse to help with our protocols even further. In addition to implementing safety protocols around campus, I'm responsible for student discipline. While students need to be reminded from time to time on how to behave, I also believe it is important to have what I like to call discipline with compassion. Students will make mistakes, some more than others, but while it's my job to help correct that behavior, that doesn't mean to just callously issue a penalty. While consequences are often necessary to correct the behavior, we need to at the same time be compassionate to students who make mistakes. I also believe in restorative justice practices whenever possible when dealing with student issues. My entire discipline philosophy ties into what I am most passionate about on our campus, and that's our Catholicity. I enjoy being able to discuss and share our Catholic values with each other around campus. If there's anything that you feel that you would like me to address, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'd be happy to assist you at anything in the future. Next person up is our Director of Campus Security, Mr. John Rodinec.
Thank you, Mr. Glaser. Good evening. My name is John Rodinec, and I'm the Operations Manager of PS121 Security. Mater Dei has placed its confidence in our company to provide security for the entire Mater Dei campus. I personally maintain an office on this campus, and I lead a team of 4 security officers, in addition to myself, that work various shifts throughout each day. Our job is to provide personal security to our students, staff, and to monitor and report all security issues to our administration. Now, a little bit about myself. I retired in 2012 after a 31-year law enforcement career, split between the San Diego County Marshal's Department and the San Diego County Sheriff. I've worked in the private security industry since 2013. I'm also a Mater Dei parent. I currently have a daughter here in the 12th grade, and my son graduated in 2019 from Mater Dei and is currently attending Cal Poly University in San Luis Obispo. Our company, PS121 Security, is a small elite security service primarily made up of retired or active law enforcement officers that have received hundreds of hours of training during our law enforcement careers. Any security scenario you may be concerned about, we more than likely have been trained for it. Mater Dei is a one-way in and one-way out closed campus. We use the Raptor Tech check-in system for all visitors. When someone visits our campus for any purpose, they are scanned through the system and we receive an instant background check on the person wishing to enter our campus. We have 52 security cameras that are positioned throughout the campus that can be monitored 24 hours per day, and our faculty and staff are Ellis certified for emergencies. We have developed a fantastic working relationship with the Chula Vista Police Department. The police department also joins us for many of our campus emergency drills. Our number one priority is to ensure the safety of everyone who has the opportunity to step foot on this amazing campus. My passion is to make Mater Dei the safest place to be and a model for campus security for all of San Diego County schools. At this point, I'd like to now take a moment to introduce our president, Mr. John Ray.
Thank you, Mr. Rodinec. We call Mr. Rodinec the grizzly bear on campus, and he does a great job of protecting us day in and day out. So thank you, John. Good evening. My name is John Ray, and I am honored to serve as president of Mater Dei Catholic High School. This is my 19th year at Mater Dei and 5th year as president. First, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the value of education at Mater Dei. First, we are committed to remaining the most affordable Catholic high school in San Diego County. We are also committed to making Catholic secondary education a reality for those who otherwise could not afford it. We are fortunate to have donors who believe in our mission and who have funded a $35 million endowment. Next, I would like to discuss our academic scholarships and our tuition assistance programs. First, academic scholarships. This year, we awarded $1.7 million in academic scholarships. 132 of our 973 students are receiving a scholarship. This past fall, 34 students from our 9th grade class received academic scholarships. You can see them pictured on the slide. We have 3 different types of academic scholarships. The disclaimer is you must take the high school placement test at Mater Dei on January 23rd. 2021 to be eligible for these awards. The HSPT will also be offered online this year due to the pandemic, but those students choosing to take the test online will not be eligible for scholarships. The first scholarship we have is the Presidential Scholarship. It's a 100% scholarship for 4 years to students who score in the 99th percentile nationally. This scholarship is limited to the top 10 students who score in the 99th percentile nationally on the HSPT. Second is the Principal Scholarship, which is a 75% scholarship for 4 years to the next 10 highest scoring students. Third is the Merit Scholarship, which is a 50% scholarship for 4 years for the next 15 highest scoring students. For example, if there are 5 students who receive the Presidential Scholarship, the next 10 highest scoring students will receive the Principal Scholarship, and the next 15 highest scoring students will receive the Merit Scholarship. Next, I would like to talk about a much larger category of aid, which is need-based tuition assistance. This year, we awarded $4.7 million in tuition assistance. 60% of our families have qualified for tuition assistance. The average tuition assistance award is $6,800. And your tuition assistance award is guaranteed for 4 years, which means you do not need to reapply each year for tuition assistance. Once you receive your award in the 9th grade, it will be with you for 4 years. I want to take a moment to walk you through a simple tuition assistance calculation. Currently, our tuition is $17,680, and our average tuition assistance award is $6,800. So for those families receiving tuition assistance, on average, they are paying $10,880. Some are a little bit higher, some are a little bit lower, but that is the average. You may ask how we can do this. Mater Dei is fortunate to have 0 debt and the largest endowment for tuition assistance of any Catholic high school in San Diego, which helps keep our tuition affordable. If you are concerned that you may not be able to afford Mater Dei, I encourage you to apply for tuition assistance. This past year, we awarded a combined $6.4 million in academic scholarships and tuition assistance. Tuition assistance applications will be available on our website on November 1st. I want to tell you a little bit about my story. The reason why I am so passionate about these scholarship programs is that I was a recipient of one of these scholarships back at a high school in New York City. Without the scholarship that I received, there would have been no way for my parents to afford Catholic secondary school. The scholarship that I received changed the trajectory of my life and is something that we will continue doing at Mater Dei. In closing, you had a chance to meet our amazing team, and you can see why Mater Dei is the place to be. But I would like to express our commitment to you as prospective parents and students. Our presentation today focused on the following 6 commitments, and you can rest assured that at Mater Dei Education, you will provide the following. First, quality teachers who are committed to your son and daughter's success. Our goal for each student to be accepted into a 4-year university. Personalized attention to your student and their needs. A campus environment that is safe and secure. An environment where your child can grow in their faith and learn to serve their community. A commitment to remaining the most affordable Catholic high school in San Diego and to providing value to our families day in and day out. At this point, I'm going to turn it back over to our Director of Communications, Kathy Sparazzo. There's a few more polling questions we wanted to get just so we can really make sure that we're continuing to serve you as we take you through the next few months in the admissions process. So, Kathy?
Thank you, John. So yeah, we're going to tee up the polling questions right now. Also, if any of you have other questions for any of the panelists, you could chat them over to us and we will start our Q&A session as soon as we finish with the polling questions. There's 4 polling questions. Once you finish the first one, scroll down and you will get to all the questions, and I'll give you a minute or so to do that right now. Okay, we have about another 20 seconds.
I feel like we should have Jeopardy music playing right now. Thank you for doing this, Mrs. Peraza. It's awesome.
10 more seconds. Thank you, everybody, for doing these questions. It really helps us. Okay, and we are going to close the poll right now. Once again, chat to us any questions you might have. We have up on the screen some of the important dates for you. First, I want to invite all of you to continue your communication with us. Everybody gave you their contact information. You could also find it on our website. We are going to ask that you register on our open house webpage to receive a packet of information, our Crusader Connection, some more information about all the things that we have going on in our school currently. And we will be sending a free gift to everybody who's attended tonight. We have campus tours that you could sign up for. And we also have an upcoming virtual open house on December 10th that will go more in detail into the Academy of Science and college acceptances. In January, your student will get hosted by our ASB, and you'll have an opportunity to learn more about what it's like to be a Crusader. And then also January 23rd, the most important date to actually sign up and become eligible to receive one of the scholarships. But we also would like you to take the test so that we could place you once you get admitted to our school. Okay, the polls are all done. Let's look at the questions that are coming in. Okay. We want the first question to be, are there any additional charges or fees of tuition assistance for the application that opens up on November 1st? I'm going to pose that question to Mr. Ray.
There is no fees to, Mr. Vasquez, is there a fee to apply for the grant and aid assessment? 30.
Yes, sir. There is a fee. I believe it's $30 or $35. It changes sometimes from years depending on.
And the reason why that fee is paid to a third party called FACS, Grant and Aid Assessment. We use a third party to evaluate all families, and essentially you have to upload your financial information, and then they essentially rank families from the highest need to the lowest need, and that's how we allocate our tuition assistance dollars.
Another question that came in, I'm not sure who would be the best one for this, maybe Miss Amann or maybe Miss Leon. There are many study books that are out there for the high school placement exam. Are there any ones that are recommended?
Roy may be able to comment on that.
I'd like to address really quickly. Due to diocesan policy, we're not allowed to recommend any specific study guides. For example, if we recommend a study guide and things don't go well for your child, that could put us in a difficult position. So there's tons of great reviews out there. I'm confident that if you read all the reviews, you're gonna find some amazing books for very affordable prices. I think most books start at under $20 on Amazon, Barnes & Noble and whatnot. So.
Okay, the next question is another tuition assistance question, and it's regarding siblings. Is tuition assistance applied to siblings who are going to your school?
So we don't have a policy for tuition assistance for when they're siblings. We evaluate each one of those cases individually. Most times when there's when there's siblings who attend the high school, they receive some tuition assistance. However, if there's an exorbitantly high income, they may not qualify. But I would say most times, the families who have multiple kids at the high school will receive tuition assistance.
Great. We have one parent who is asking if you could tell us when a final decision of acceptance is usually made so that they would have another opportunity if their kids weren't accepted.
Mr. Vasquez, what's the letter day this year?
So Mater Dei traditionally sends out decision letters the first week of March. So parents, please be ready watching your mailbox the end of the first week of March. Depending on how slow the mail is this year, I'm not sure how that's going to be impacted, but please expect no later than the second week of March to have something in your mailbox with hopefully some amazing news on behalf of your child.
Just wanted to add one thing there. On that letter, you will find out whether or not you were accepted or not, whether or not your son or daughter has received one of the scholarships, whether or not you receive any tuition assistance, and whether or not we recommend summer school for English or math. It's all in that letter. We make sure that we get you all the information as soon as possible so you can make an informed decision.
Somebody asked, what's the process for students that currently study in Mexico?
The admissions process? Is that the admissions process?
I think it's the admissions process, yes.
Mr. Vasquez, you want to address that?
Sure. So the admissions process for international students, or specifically students who are here in Mexico from Tijuana, it's a very similar process. We evaluate students. We have them take the high school placement test. We also have them interview virtually. We also have a formal review of their grades, and we make a decision just like we would any other student. Most times, most students from Mexico transfer into Mater Dei or try to going into 10th grade year. We're noticing more and more, though, in the most recent years that students are wanting to do their 4 full year program at Mater Dei, beginning with 9th grade. So they leave secundaria a little early and they don't graduate with their friends. So and we welcome those applicants. We would prefer, Mater Dei would prefer to have students to essentially complete the full 4 year program, 9, 10, 11, and 12th grade.
Somebody asked what the difference is between AP classes and college courses.
I can take that, Ms. Marazzo. I answered it in the chat as well. An AP class is a class here that is designed in preparation for the advanced placement exam that is offered by the College Board. Students would need to take that AP exam and pass it in order to gain college credit. A dual enrollment class is when we partner with a college to offer a college level class here on the Mater Dei campus, and students pass that class and then earn college credit through that class. So they will get a college transcript for having passed that class, which is transferable to other colleges.
Thank you. What if a family chooses not to take the placement test at Mater Dei on the 23rd? Would it affect their chances of being accepted to our school?
I'll start with that, Roy, and then Mr. Vasquez, and then you can add. Just being honest, we have more demand than we've ever had. And we're going to cap our freshman class at 250. We expect to have over 400 people take the test. So, of course, we will always, if there's room, we will take people who test at a different school. But over the last few years, we're closing our freshman class at an earlier and earlier time. So the priority is given to the students who take the test here. Anything you want to add, Mr. Vasquez?
Yeah, just to reiterate what Mr. Ray said, we had 446 students last year from 91 different schools apply for 9th grade. We have a healthy and full 9th grade class right now. We currently have a waiting list for 9th and 10th. So priority is given to those who test here in January, as Mr. Ray said.
And I saw the question, do you know the current 9th grade enrollment? I know it just came up in the chat. I'm trying to follow it along. Is it, anybody have that offhand? I know it's right around 250, give or take.
Yeah, I think 247, 248, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that to you in a second.
Okay, how do you sign up for the placement test?
Easy. Please visit our website. Please visit our website. Click on admissions. You're going to see a funny picture of myself there and my team. Click to the right where it says admissions process, And the first step in the admissions process says, please create a school admin account. And that's all you have to do. It literally takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you pay the $50 testing fee, and voila, you're done. You've pre-registered your child for the high school placement test, and then the admissions team will begin to email you to set up the interview, and we'll send you some great reminders about when you can apply for financial aid, beginning November 1st. When the window ends on February the 1st, 2021. We're going to send you other gentle reminders. And again, we're here to serve you. We're here to make this process very easy. So please visit our website to apply.
How many students are accepted as freshmen?
You have the number from there last year, Mr. Vasquez?
I don't have the exact number in front of me, but just to kind of put this out here, most private schools and Catholic schools accept a very high percentage rate. The biggest decision factor, the diocese did a survey, 92% of all families, their number one concern is affordability. So a student and a child can be accepted, but if a family at the end, if their tuition assistance package doesn't come together, it can impact enrollment. So a very, very high percentage, I would say. But we can get that number too. So if we can get that name, we can send that exact number over to that questionnaire. Thank you.
Okay, and how much does it cost to take the HSPT test?
The application and test fee is combined into one. It's $50.
And I just saw the freshman class currently is 246 students. It's been right around 250 the last 4 years. And that's where we're going to keep it. The goal is to keep our enrollment at the high school to 1,000 students, because we also have an elementary school on campus.
Are students declined admission based on the HSPT test results?
I'll start there. That's, and anybody else can chime in, that's one data point. We're also looking at the grades for the last few years. We're looking at recommendations. Sometimes people have a bad day. So the answer is no, for the most part, because we're looking at a variety of factors when we're choosing to accept you. Mr. Stingo, Mr. Vasquez, you want to add anything there?
Mr. Frank Stingo, go ahead.
I think Mr. Vasquez said it earlier, we're looking to educate the whole entire child. So we're also looking to accept a student holistically. So the HSPT is, like Mr. Ray said, one data point, helps with placement as well as admission, but we understand that students do have bad days. So we look back at their elementary school records. If there is a learning difference there, I can use this opportunity to address another question that came up about an IEP taking the HSPT. We can offer extra time for those kinds of students if you apply with your IEP. So we understand if you have learning differences that may affect the way you take the test as well. So we consider all of those factors along with principal recommendations for admission.
And I think I've seen a few other questions as far as the factors to accept students. We're here to support students. And if we have the ability and the programs to really be able to support a student, and that student shows that they really want to work hard, then we're going to do everything in our power to accept that student. When things get a little hairy is whether or not there's behavioral discipline problems or the needs of the child are beyond what we can actually support. We can't support mod severe students. And I can say that as a dad of, I have a mod severe daughter. We just don't have those programs in place. But we want to help kids who really have the desire to work hard. That's what we do here.
Can anyone take the dual college credit courses, or is it based on test scores and other grades?
I think I can answer that one. Our dual courses are taken by juniors and seniors. And the form from Southwestern College asks that they have at least a 2.5 GPA and a recommendation of their counselor.
Somebody asked a question about how many students are in each grade and also how many are in each physical classroom right now.
Frank, you want to add that?
Yeah, I can take that. Each grade is just under 250. Most, I think 3 of the grades are a shade under 250. And I think we have a shade over 250 of juniors. And that brings us to about 973 total students. In the classrooms right now, because of the hybrid learning, the biggest class I think we have physically on campus is about 18 students. So we've made sure that all of our desks are 6 feet apart, so nobody physically can be closer than 6 feet in the classrooms. And again, as Mr. Glaser was talking about, plexiglass dividers and masks to keep everybody safe.
Great. If a student is coming in from a different diocese, is there administrative transfer of religious information needed?
Anybody can have, Roy, Frank?
That's an interesting question. I'm not sure if I understand the question completely. I'm not sure if we're talking about religious education, how that impacts
Yeah.
confirmation. I'm not sure exactly the question. So I'm a little
Yeah, no, we don't need any previous religious requirements.
Okay, for 2021 school year, do you foresee to have hybrid classes or online distance learning?
Let me just start there. So from the beginning, we've been preparing for all scenarios. We have no idea what's going to happen there, but we realize it's a possibility. We're going to follow state and local and public health guidance. So right now, we're following the guidance from the California Department of Public Health that talks about the 6-foot number. That's the reason why most schools are in a hybrid. If that number's relaxed and the numbers here in Chula Vista improve, then we may consider doing something different. But we're following, first and foremost, the guidance of the California Department of Public Health. We're required to follow that guidance. So we're prepared. We hope that we can get students here, everybody back on campus much sooner than that. But we invested a lot in the technology and infrastructure if we need to continue in hybrid for a long time.
Can I add something to that just as a parent, Mr. Ray? Everyone, I can't stress to you how grateful I am that our administration team and our leadership team really took a super cautious approach to opening our school, and the measures they put in place to have my son here at the school. Thank you, Mr. Ray, Mr. Stingo, everybody who worked together to put that plan over the summer. It speaks volumes to how much we prioritize on the health and safety of our kids. And for me, that's number one. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, there's a few questions. Yes, I can add. There's a few questions that came up sort of related to this topic. And this, this is sort of a sensitive topic. Yes, we did have a COVID case on campus, and we were able to, because of the protocols we had in place, we weren't required to do a full quarantine. We actually made an adjustment to our schedule. And what we've done over the last month is we tried to create an environment on campus where transmission can't happen on campus. Now, nothing happened here on campus with that case. It was something, off campus and they came here. But what we're trying to do is we want to just create an environment here where if somebody does test positive, because of the protocols we have in place, because of the masks and the face coverings, because of the 6-foot spacing, because of the plexiglass dividers, because of the way we've structured our schedule, we won't have to quarantine, or there won't be any other close contacts. We've spent so much time developing this schedule along with epidemiology, along with UCSD, talking to schools around the nation. And that's what we're trying to do, because we understand that the case rates are higher here in Chula Vista. Everybody on this call knows that. So we had to create an environment here to just make it where transmission can't happen. And that's why we have the campus supervisors and everything Mr. Glaser said. We wanted to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to stay open and to protect all of our students and faculty and staff. So, if there's more questions, please chime in there, but hopefully that addresses it. The key thing, we had a case, but there's cases happening in every school that are open. There's no way to prevent that.
Okay, we probably have enough time for one last question. And it looks like there's been a couple of questions that have been asked about what is an average score to qualify for a merit-based scholarship? Another one was, what is considered a good HSPT score? Could somebody address that?
I can speak from some data points over the past 4 years about students who qualified all the way to the merit scholarship. So last year, we awarded 34 scholarships to our incoming freshmen. And the students who still qualified for that merit scholarship were testing in the 93rd percentile nationally. So all the way from the 99th percentile for the students who earned the presidential scholarship, all the way down to the 93rd percentile. students earned either the presidential or the principal of the merit. Will that hold true for this year? We don't know that. There may be a stronger pool of applicants every year, so that number could shift every year. So possibly this year, maybe a merit scholar is, qualifying the 94th percentile just based on the pure numbers of students who are applying to Mater Dei. So every year it changes, but a good score on the HSPT. Please understand too that about 250,000 students take the HSPT nationally here in the United States. And usually the students who take that test are the better students in their academic group.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who's joined us this evening. Thank you to all of the panelists. Once again, we are available. If you have other questions, please feel free to reach out. All of our contact information is on the website. Mr. Vasquez is your director of admissions, so you could always contact him. His contact information is on this last slide. And we will be hopefully seeing you again on December 10th for our next presentation, where you'll learn more about the Academy of Science. And stay well, and thank you again.
Yeah, actually, just wanted to close with one thing. First, I just wanted to thank everybody for being here. And I want to thank you for all the questions. I've been trying to go back and forth with a few of you. Please, please, please reach out to myself or anybody here if there's additional questions. We want to make sure you're very well informed. And we encourage you just to continue. There's going to be a whole part of a series where we're going to be doing these every month. Just keep, logging in and learning more about our school. But anybody who I was reaching out, please feel free to reach out to me. I look forward to hopefully meeting many of you in person. And I want to thank you for taking your time at 6 o'clock on a Thursday night. I know everybody is very busy. Thank you.